Hello friend, my name is Ade Yusuf and in this video I'll be telling you 6 untold truths about Facebook meta ads they don't want you to know. So what are they I'm referring in this video? I'm talking about the ad networks. That's Facebook and Meta Inc. Like this is something I don't hear many people talking about. So I'll just write about now, just talk about them because understanding these 6 untold truths I'm about to reveal now, it's actually a key to ensuring the profitability or scalability of whatever ads you run. So, like every enterprising person, I'm talking about entrepreneurs, creators, people that are just selling stuffs using um, paid traffic generation must have invested heavily to make things work, to make ads work. But at some point, you hit a plateau and feel like this thing is not just working on. I'm not just figuring this thing out, and it's just looking like you are gambling. Actually, there is a way to ensure that your ads gives you a near predictable result. And these 6 truths I'm about to reveal to you will guide you and ensure that you get to that level. So, right about now, let's just go into the 6 truths. Number one, you need to know that although Meta and Facebook ad is powerful, they are not so friendly to marketers. Hmm? Because they value their customers, that's the people on Facebook, more than you that are running ads to them on Facebook. I'll be explaining that. Number two, focusing on metrics you can't control is the fastest way to become frustrated while running ads. I'm going to explain that. Number three, sticking to just horizontal and vertical scaling approach is not the best approach to running a profitable ads. I'll also explain that. Number four, knowing what makes your audience tick is more important than just pumping money on ads to make it scale. Number five, your creative and creativity is the major key to become good at running profitable ads. And number six, ensuring your ads and landing page, that's where they land after your ad, is in synchronization or synchronized, is what gives you the result you desire. So let's start with number one, which is Facebook ad is powerful but not so friendly to marketers. So here is my point. Facebook values their users more than the advertisers. So it's up to you to know the rule of the game and loopholes to penetrate the network for more traffic without getting burnt. Because if you don't play if you don't play around the rules or know the loopholes around the rules, you get burned, your money gets wasted, you get poor conversion rates, and you waste money on ads. Coming to run ads with the sole mindset of spending huge without knowing how to run good ads just makes you do giveaway to Meta Facebook ad company. You understand? You just throw money on ads. I'm talking about, people that just come with this mindset of, oh, I have 500k, I have 100k, I have 1 million to run ads. In as much as I spend 100k on one ad or one campaign, it will give me the result I desire. That is a wrong approach, and I can't blame you. That's I started like that too, but I'm going to show you a better way as you watch this video to the end. Now, another point is that knowing how to manage ad risk, like getting more results while spending less, is more important than just spending money on ads. There are some there are some risk factors associated to running ads, because yes, everything in life is a risk. Running ads is a risk. You understand? So you have to know how to weigh your risk ratio, and know what you can afford to lose. If you don't have much budget, you should know that you are going to manage the money you spend on ads and limit the ads you run. you know Knowing what to do if serious issues like ad banning, ad rejection happens is very important too. Now you know that Facebook ad is powerful and they are not so friendly to you as a marketer or advertiser. So what do you do if because everybody makes mistakes. You are not perfect. You are just trying to get people off their platform. So what do you do if they reject your ad, they reject your creative, your account get banned? Do you have an alternate ad account running similar campaigns? Do you have multiple creatives that you can test when they reject one of the creatives you test? Another thing, another point about being also friendly to marketers I discovered is that many of the recommendations like Advantage Plus, this AI thing where they tell you you can run multiple ad text. They are just distractions. They are just distractions. You want to uncheck all those things when running ads and just stick to what you can control, which I'm going to tell you in this video. So knowing when and how to use them is very, very important. I'm not going to say that all of them are distractions. For example, the Advantage Plus audience, which is the automatic stuff there now, is actually good. You get. But for the creative advantage, whatever they call it now, if you click all of them, you don't really know how to know what is working. So there are some complexities there. So to just keep things simple, why not just be very cautious and uncheck all these things? Because there's a mindset that I want you to know. Like Facebook is, if you've played bets or you've gambled, whether for recreation purpose or whatever, you will know that the house always wins. So Facebook is like a casino. All those things they recommend to you, they are ways to distract you so you can spend more money with them while you get low results. And what just happened is that you think that, okay, you're the one not doing the right thing, but because you don't know you don't know what to cut out when you are running ads, it makes it hard for you to know exactly what you are doing. So I hope this point helps you. So knowing when to use all the new inventions on Facebook Meta ad network is very, very important. So you have to be very cautious of this when you want to run ads henceforth. Now, I also made a point that focusing on metrics you can't control is the fastest way to become frustrated. So there are so many metrics on the platforms like reach, impression, CTR, link clicks, but knowing that they are on platform, there are some metrics that only the platform can control is important, because you need to know that so that you can focus on what you can control. You get. So what I'm trying to say is that there are some metrics the platform determines. You get. And you can't do anything about it. you know and these metrics are not limited to ad reach. That is how many people see your ads, how many people are impressed by your ad, which they call impression. That's how many people react with your ad. They can gatekeep that. Why? Because the algorithm determines that. So what are the examples of these metrics you can't control? You can't control your ad reach. You get. The algorithm determines that. You can run an ads now, and you are very sure that the creative is good and everything is nice, the ad copy is good, but for some certain reasons the ad is not just reaching a lot of people. It is not your fault. It is not your fault. It is the algorithm doing its thing. You get. You can't control the impression and reach. They are like similar thing, because it is when a ad reach certain ad account that the ad account will react and impress with it. You can't control the frequency. That is how often the ad is being circulated around a particular audience or a particular catchment of group of people viewing that ad. The algorithm determines that. So what can you control? What can you control? What Before I can tell you what you can control, what you can influence, you need to know that you can influence your click-through rate, your cost per click, and the amount of creative you run on the ad account. Now, your ad skills, which is, as you are watching this video, you're already improving on your ad skill, you are getting information that will improve on your ad skill, and your ad creatives actually determines this. So this should tell you that continuous development of your art skills and your skill in creating creatives that attract more eyeballs is key, because these are the two things you can actually influence, that you can actually get good, so that your CTR get good and the cost per of your click gets good and cheaper, and the amount of creative gets like increases. You get? So sticking strictly, now let's talk about this horizontal scaling and everything. Sticking strictly to horizontal and vertical scaling is another fast way to blow a good ad campaign. You know, some of us, when we run ads, you get, definitely everybody get lucky. You get ad that is giving you good results, and you're like, okay, I'm getting 20 leads, I'm getting 50 leads from this ad at this okay price. Okay, I want to scale this ad. Okay, let me use horizontal scaling. Horizontal scaling is, the ad scaling method where they tell you that, okay, you run an ad for probably 5K or $5, and they say, okay, since this ad is doing well, why not just increase the price of the ad set and increase it to $20 or 20K? You get? Doing that will is the high chance of your ads destroying is very, very high when you do that. When you set a budget, it's not advisable to just increase that budget anyhow, and you are going to learn how. And we have vertical scaling, which is increasing your budget, increasing your budget by increasing your ad by increasing, by duplicating, uh by either duplicating creative, similar creative, and all those that. But what if there is a shortcut to doing this? Because doing it, just scaling the way they say, which is okay, increase the ad budget, or use an audience or look-alike strictly, is actually risky, because if you go manipulate an ad that is performing well, there's high chance that you are going to spoil that advert. So most of the time, I advise people, when you set a budget, whatever budget you set, be it 2k, 3k, or whatever, leave that ads when it's performing. You get? Because indiscriminate increase of budget will make the algorithm think you have free money to burn, and that is why when you do that, your ads just stop performing. It confuses the algorithm, and it stops giving you the results you actually desire. So that is a very risky thing to do. So that's why you don't want to just spend money indiscriminately or increase your budget on your assets indiscriminately, because you're just going to give the algorithm, free money anyhow, you know. But different things works for different people. But the golden rule here is whatever amount you spend on a budget or on an asset, you get, just stick to that till you either decide whether it's time to kill it, or let it run based on the result, because it confused the algorithm. And when you alter the asset indiscriminately like that, the result it stops giving you the result that it's already giving you. You get? So, but there's a way to make these two popular way of scaling halfway, so that you don't spoil what is already working, right? So What is that way? What is that way? What is that way? Let's call it the progressive scaling system. So this is a gradual testing of good ads, duplicating it and testing similar as model, like similar as modeling what is already work. Like, let me just keep it simple here. What I'm trying to say here is that when you run your ads, you don't need to actually wait for like 7 days to determine whether the ads is ready to be killed or to be scaled. Within 24 to 48 hours, you start seeing when you study your metrics, you start seeing signs. You start seeing signs, excuse me, you start seeing signs that this ads, it's either going to work well or it's either going to bomb. And if it gives you the good sign, whether you are getting purchases or you are getting leads or whatever metrics you get, all you just need to do is, first duplicate that ads, then work on it. Work on it. Do whatever you want to do on it. That way, you are not going to spoil what is already working. There are some nuances, but the truth is, this best way is the only way to scale gradually instead of just going out there and just blowing money aimlessly, especially when you don't have you know money to waste, or you are bootstrapping your way to your business success. So another point is that understanding your product and market fits is market fit I meant to write here, to uncover what makes your to know what makes your audience tick is more important than just pumping money on ads anyhow. you know and for you to do that, you need to sit down. Before you run an ads, you need to sit down and really ask yourself what's the problem your prospect is facing, and how can your product and offer help them. What compelling reason should make them buy your own solution? Now, we are talking about unique offer, you get, you know, something that differentiates you from your competitor, and stuff like that. You need to have something that makes you stand out, something that makes you different, so that they start looking at your product or your offer as the new thing. You get. Another thing you need to ask yourself is, what's the current reality and objection in the market? That's product and offer, obviously. You get. Now, what I mean by reality and objection is that when you are running ads, you are automatically competing with people running similar ads. So, as a smart marketer and advertiser, you need to definitely spy on your competitors and say, okay, what are they doing differently? The good, the bad, and the ugly. Then, when you do that, you now use that results or those things you research for to make your offer, your products, and how you present your product and offering unique to what the market is saying. So that way, like, the summary of what I'm just trying to say is that when your market zig, or when people selling similar product like you zig, you want to zag. Because if you don't zag and you keep zigging with them, you literally sell or promote your product or offer as a commodity. So when you do all this and you apply that to your copy and creatives, you know, it's going to stand out. So, and you definitely need to ask yourself, are your creatives, are your ad copy answering these questions, or, these deep-seated worries in their mind that they don't tell you, and, you take that and you make sure you use that to come up with very, very standout and unique ad creative and ad copy. Now, I also continue by saying that understanding what you are selling and promoting on a deeper level makes you gradually cut a slice of the bloody red market. Most of us, whatever we are selling, there are over 10 to 100 people selling similar things. So there is no, like, is full addy not to stand out. So if you want to dominate any market or any niche, you have to first sit down and figure out something that differentiates you from every other person. selling that product, selling that offer, and selling that solution. With this, you can even come up with your hooks, angles, ideas that makes your market react to and use them in your ad copy. So when you do your research well, you can come up with hook, story, ideas, stories and that makes your market react and makes your ad convert more, let your cost per result decrease and gradually scale. You know, understanding your product marketing fit is very, very, very important. So another thing is that your creative and your creativity is the major key to running a profitable ads. Guys, see, I struggle to communicate this a lot with people that follow me and look up to me and reach out to me for such advice and consultancy, because for me it actually comes automatic. I know what to do. But guys, the truth is your creative, that is your ad copy, your visuals, and the image or videos you run your ads with, or you run, is more important, is the most important part of your advert. You get? Your actual advert is just the ad copy, visuals, and call to action hook. That side that they say, okay, click here, or the headline. So your ability to craft a compelling ad is very key. That's why you have to understand copywriting. Although, as a starter, you don't need to overthink it. You just need to just know your customers, just like we said in the last slide. Know your customers, and you 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 use what you know about them to sell to them. So your ability to create a captivating ad is very, very important. Your ability to source for images that catches attention and know what type of images that catches those attention and motivate them to click is very, very important too. And being good at this is not an overnight thing. So it's not something I can just teach you here overnight. I'll just bore you to death. But there are ways, there are strategies to shortcut it. And in my lucrative traffic academy and training, I review this to you. So here are some tips and tricks to help you enhance your creativity. First, you need to have a swipe folder you reference to when creating ads. A swipe folder is a marketer or a digital marketing enthusiast best friend. When you see an advert that you like, you should develop that habit of snapping that advert and saving it somewhere, or keeping it on your phone for reference purpose. So you save any ad that catches your attention, and you research for ads similar to what you're selling that catches your attention, and study it. Critically study it. Study your competition. Google Facebook ad library and search for the kind of thing you are selling. See how they are promoting it. See how they are doing it. Don't steal. Model. You get? Model them, and gradually you get good. You also develop your creativity by studying ads by people who are good and using different frameworks to churn it out. So in the lucrative traffic academy, I review simple frameworks I used to come up with copy. Also, add copies to test, image to test. Using micro budgeting system to test out your ads is very, very important. In other videos and other trainings, I'll be explaining more about micro budgeting and also leveraging AI and the power of Canva. Guys, we are living in the AI age, and trust me, it's crazy and funny. Many of all these tools, they're actually developed and really, really useful for marketers and marketing purposes. In my lucrative Facebook ads, I will show you how I actually use AI to shortcut many process. I'm not the guy that just stick to shortcuts, but I have to accept the fact, and I've been doing this for years. So I have to accept the fact that there are many things to do. there are many things to do, and there are people that they are not naturally as good as I am. So I have to just, show them ways to speed up their success. Because at the end of the day, it's just something that attracts attention and get people to, buy or show interest in and offer, sign up, that we are all looking for. So we have to leverage the power of AI and Canva. And that does not mean you have to be lazy. We have ChatGPT there, we have Microsoft Designer there, and we have Canva. Canva is very, very good. Well, everybody who runs that knows Canva. So when you know that the actual ads you run, that is, the place you design the ads, is the major key to running a successful ads. And you keep learning new creative ways to test new ads, you will gradually see that you will get the desired result you want. You don't need to you don't need to sit down and wait and just run 2 hours and hope that they convert. That is hope. That's still hope marketing. You get? You need to know that you have to consistently come up with different angles, different type of ads for whatever products and services you are rendering, and you keep testing them. You know the KPI to keep your eyes on. You know the result you are targeting. You know what you want, and you do everything brutally possible to force the ad networks to give you what you want. Lastly, this was meant to be a bonus, but well, it's part of the video. There's something I call ads to landing page synchronization. This is the key way to gradually scaling your ads. When you look at results of people that they are getting crazy results in the e-commerce, people getting high purchases with low conversions, this is the secret. The secret is that we all know that your advert motivates people to click a page or a link, right? So the place they land on is as important as the ad that is bringing them itself. So if your landing page is not well designed, you will not get the results you desire. So here is an example of what I'm saying. There are situations whereby your ads will be getting a lot of reach, a lot of clicks, ICTR, but you're getting poor results. That is an indication that something is wrong with your page. So as you are running and testing your ads, you also need to gauge and see if your page is giving you the desired result and figure out ways to optimize that page. You will notice that you get more traffic and less result. This is actually what's happening. It simply means that your ads and the landing page is not well synchronized enough to give you that result. No matter how much you spend on that landing page, if you are not getting the result you want, that landing page is as good as useless. So that's just the secret. So you have to keep optimizing it to make sure that the KPI you are trying to hit and the KPI of the ads is correlating with the KPI that happens on the landing page. So you get a sweet spot. So do you want a cost per result lower than $1, or as a Nigerian lower than 1,300 naira or so? This is it. Do you want low cost per clicks? Do you want high CTR? This is how you get it. And just like I said in the other video, I'm just trying to just pinpoint something in this training so that you know what to look out for in the actual training, the creative traffic training. You are going to be learning how to do all this, and what to do to make sure that you get a landing page that synchronizes with the ads. So that is just it. So why your landing page, I've already explained this though. So once your landing page is optimized, you get low cost per click, low cost per purchase, low cost per result. Everything just become low and you get high volume of results, and your ads to land. That's why your ads to landing page synchronization is key to achieve that. So there you go, my friends. These are some very unknown truths about Facebook Meta ads I have discovered, and I hope this helps you get more sales, more customers, more results as they have done for myself and close associates alike. I still remain Ade Yusuf, and you must have either probably got this for free on YouTube, but it's actually like a foundational video for people getting introduced to me. People who enrolled for my profitable traffic academy, you know, and you are going to be getting the next step to to ensure that all these things make sense to you when you click anywhere below or subscribe or follow or whatever. Check the descriptions, you see how to get access to this traffic academy. So if you don't have access, reach out to me. If you have access, please watch the next video so you know how to actually apply this. So till I see you, I still remain Ade. So thank you and have a lovely day. See you in the next video.